Ready, go on.
Jurgen, what is the key to this group's powers of recovery?
Yeah, it is mentality, but why you create mentality sometimes and sometimes not. We spoke about that. To turn a game around, first and foremost, you need quality. To turn a game around, you obviously need belief. But the main thing, and would sum it up, everything beyond that is mentality. And we had this season where we had to overcome real difficulties very early in the season, where nobody knew how we would react on that, because you cannot plan it, you cannot train it, you just watch it. And the boys did it against Bournemouth at home, against Newcastle away. So many moments. Tottenham is a top example, unfortunately, without the result. So now, but it's in a situation we are in, with a lot of players not in. It's not we don't go for excuses or stuff like this. But it's obvious. You have to change. That's not the problem that the player's not there. It's a rather problem that patterns you develop over weeks or months, they are not there. So that's more the problem. And first half, we were super dominant, without outcome, no finishes. So we played around the formation. We stuck, or again stopped pretty much on the wing when we found there the player. Then we had to, once we crossed, was behind the goal. The next ball got blocked, stuff like this. So it was no fluidity, nothing. You have to get through a half like this because you see it. But it's really difficult to get any influence from the outside, because it's just you just tell one and I don't do it as silent. Somebody, you tell somebody in the ear, and he gives the information to the next. What's the name of that game? If I tell something Tony and he tells it you, what's the name of that game? You don't know.
Chinese whispers.
What is it?
Chinese whispers.
Chinese whispers. So, and in the end, the outcome is not great, right? That's a funny part of it. And that's a little bit how it could be in football. I tell one, he tells the next, and then you don't see anything anymore. So you try to get through it with little adjustments. And then, unfortunately, we were 1-0 down at halftime. That's not cool, but it can obviously happen. And then, again, we had to adjust at halftime. And it was then not that much a problem, because little things helped. But immediately, we started to play better football, but immediately our protection was not well organized anymore, and they had the counter-attacks. So we had to adjust that as well, did that, scored the goals, won the game, and all good for now.
Also, we talked about it in here before you came in. 30 goal involvements this season from substitutions you've made. That's 12 more than the next best. What do you put that down to?
The boys. So if you have more players available, usually, if you can, and we all know, I hope you all know, I don't care if you know, but we love the kids, but you have to bring them in the right moment, or when you have to take risk or whatever, that's how it is, but it must be the right moment. But when we have all available, and the quality we can bring on, then it's pretty good, I have to say. But of course, they are at the moment not available, but the boys who came on, they have real quality, obviously, already. The others will have that probably in the future. And that's the reason for it. You see that. I don't know how to explain the Darwin situation. I'm so happy about our crowd, how they take it. I'm so happy about Darwin's reaction, how he takes it. But you cannot be more unlucky than he was in this finishing situation. It's just not possible. He has absolutely everything right. And then, ball not in. And then he still sets up the other goal. I think that's really special to do that again. Did that again for Mo in the other game, was probably West Ham if I'm right, and today for Cody, super special. But the impact they had was obviously really big. But before that, we found our feet already slightly better. I didn't see it back. For me, it was a clear goal, and it was not in it. So I cannot believe how that happened. But yes, Leno's a good goalie.
How do you feel though about the state of play in the tie? Obviously, it's still tight going down to.
Yeah, it's not over yet, surprisingly. I didn't expect to have a result tonight where I can say, we can book the hotel. That was clear. So Fulham, Marco was probably here before me, will not be overly happy tonight, but knows they are still in. They cause us real problems. They will cause us there even more problems. Hopefully, we will be then better from the start, but we will see that it's a few days and a game between now and then. So other things are in the moment more important. For tonight, we couldn't do really more than win the game. And with the whole story of the game, I'm absolutely happy with the result.
Richard.
Jurgen, just on Darwin and his impact tonight, I mean, you can focus on Darwin and the number of goals he scored, but he's got a great number of assists this season. And what do you make of his?
He plays outstanding. I have to say it. So many things I really love about the game. The first year was a year for to adapt, and he scored here and there. But now the contribution in all games, he would have started tonight. So, but he had cramps in the last game. So 3 days later, you don't start a player. So the boys don't start or not start because they score or not score. My belief and my trust in them is as long as they behave properly, endless, because they just deserve it because of the effort they put in. But that you can bring Cody and Darwin from the bench that's a proper change. And we changed on top of that system and formation and setup. So how we said, all of a sudden the high press was not organized anymore. The problems there. Try to fix that from outside. Then all of a sudden protection was not, because we changed a couple of things. But the offensive situations were much better, and it's good. And he's a big part of that.
Will, then last one, Paul Joyce.
Yeah, just forms of Conor Bradley coming in at both ends of the pitch, and hopefully Willian and Robinson to feel problems tactically modified, and I think that's going forward as well.
I'm completely happy that I told him before the game already, I was waiting for that moment, that we can give him the opportunity. I was really waiting for it, because when he got injured in pre-season, my opinion about him was already here, and then he was out for a pretty long time. A top boy. And today was pretty intense for him. Somebody has to drive him home, hopefully, because he's sitting in the dressing room, doesn't look great. And he gave his absolute everything, and it's just so nice to see. It's really so nice to see. And the next one's sitting outside on a bench already. That's really cool. And he could show how good he already is, and of course, so much more to come. And the first goal, things like this happen. That's, if you're a defender, there will be an involvement in a goal somehow. Then it's all about how quick can you get into the game again. And I didn't see any kind of reaction. I liked it a lot. My English is not good enough to put that in words. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Thank you.
you.